Well, no, because I always tell people, keep the kid inside of you alive, because I'm still this kid from, Cleveland that went to concerts just like everybody else, and I'd always be one of the first. I can still remember being outside the Cleveland Agora door, and I remember one time, I think we were seeing Angel, and Angel showed up. Somebody said, "Oh, they just pulled up," and I never went to hang out at Swingos to get autographs. I never tried to meet the bands. I never cared about that for some reason. I don't know why. When I look back, I'm like, I don't know what it is about me that ever, like, instead of being the fanboy that wanted to meet the band and get their autographs and all that, I never was that guy. I always thought, like, I want to be in a band. I want to do that. I don't want to just hang around with them. I want to be in a band. And I remember when they pulled up in the Agora, and there was that alleyway that went to the back, down the, to the backstage door. And I remember seeing them getting out of the car. But, I remember just looking over, because we were waiting there early. I was always one of the first persons at the door. And I remember waiting to go to outside for Budgie. That was I think the only time they ever played Cleveland, maybe. And I remember other fans talking about how they had just seen AC/DC the week before, and all those bands played the Agora, which is pretty amazing. And a lot of people don't realize that there was that whole chain of Agoras. They were all, I forget how many there were in total, but I know there was like Youngstown and Columbus. Was there an Akron Agora too?
Akron Agora.
Atlanta. Mm-hmm. There was one in New England.
Houston.
There was one in New England that became, I forget the club it became, but I played the club, but it was not the Agora when I played it, the one in New England. I forget what it, not the Boathouse, I can't remember, because I played so many gigs in my life now. But, that they were kind of an institution. Like down in the Southwest, or the Chitlin Circuit, there was Cardi's, which was another chain of clubs, Houston, Dallas, and all that area, Austin. They were kind of like the Agora of that region of the country.